Hello, my name is Nicholas Stella, and I will be presenting Unit 4.1 for AICE International History. Alright, let's break down the warlord era in China from 1916 to 1928 and its implications. This was a chaotic time for China, marked by disunity, foreign influence, and internal strife, all stemming from the collapse of the Manchu dynasty and the rise of various warlords. After the fall of the Manchu dynasty in 1912, China found itself in a state of political fragmentation. The central government was weak and power shifted to the regional warlords who controlled different provinces. These warlords were often military leaders with their own private armies, and they prioritized personal power over national unity. The key issues faced by China, these were the loss of sovereignty. During the late 19th and 20th centuries, Western powers gained significant control over Chinese territories through treaties that favored them. The Qing dynasty's inability to fend off foreign encroachment further weakened its authority. Internal rebellion. Various movements arose demanding reform, the Boxer Rebellion being one of them. From 1898 to 1901 was one such uprising against foreign influence, but ultimately led to further humiliation for China when foreign powers intervened. Cultural shifts. Traditional values began to erode as Western education systems were adopted. This shift created a new generation of educated Chinese who sought first political change. Economic strain. Warlords often exploited local populations for resources, leading to poverty and unrest among peasants. Estimates suggest that by 1925, unemployment had skyrocketed to 168 million people. The rise of the warlords. Following Yuan Shikai's death in 1916, his departure left a power vacuum filled by warlords. They formed loose alliances but often engaged in violent conflicts over territory and resources. Their army swelled from around 500,000 soldiers in 1916 to over 2 million by 1928 due to former soldiers joining their ranks as a means of survival. The consequences of the warlord era were many. Political fragmentation was one of them. With no unified government, China was divided into regions controlled by different warlords. Also, social upheaval. Ordinary people suffered as warlords increased taxes and looted local businesses. Many peasants lost their land and were forced into military service. The emergence of revolutionary ideas. The frustration with warlord rule contributed to radical ideas gaining traction among intellectuals and students, culminating in movements like the May 4th movement, 1919. Failure of nationalism. While figures like Sun Yat-sen, warlord era showed how fragmented and chaotic the political landscape had become, undermining these efforts. Some additional insight to this 4.1 unit is the warlord era is crucial for understanding China's path toward modernization and eventual revolution. It revealed deep-seated issues within Chinese society that will later fuel both the nationalist, the Kuomintang, and the communist movements. In summary, from 1916 to 1928, China's struggle with warlordism not only highlighted the weakness of its central government, but also set the stage for future conflicts and ideological battles.